Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the crypto learning community, where we're following up with the setup I gave earlier this morning, right? So essentially we have market structure breaks and we're following those patterns. I'd given the OB and I've re-entered on this position, as you can see from that sell signal. Originally, this was the position and the setup in which we were short from there, but I closed out 75% here and we have re-added. I did mess up on re-adding. Instead of reading this as a USDT value, it's an ENJ value, and I ended up adding way more than I should have to my position, which brought my overall average to, well, right at where I was marketing in, honestly. But I did immediately, as it came down, readjust my position. Actually made a little money off of that. So it's like a scalp, right? But we are just about $200 on this position. Like $170 of it was off of this move when we TP'd down here. So don't think it was all off that little screw up. But we have our stop loss right above the order block, giving us a 4-to-1 R&R on our TP, which is liquidity, and another setup down there. Watch other videos to get those insights and ideas. But essentially, I'll go over to trading view. We have a major POC here I'm about to show you, but that's on a large fractal, so we'll have to zoom out for that. But we have our OB, we have our 618, and just following market structure, this is a fantastic place to reject from. Order flow, you could look to take a TP there, but ultimately target is at 0.675, which is that liquidity in OB. So we're expecting to at least get a bounce or support there. If we lose that, TP down here. So major POC, let's see. Yeah, here we go. So we treat this all as a range, pulled our VPVR, and you get a high volume node right here. I know it's not, this is technically POC, but these are, in terminology, people call that the POC, but there can be several. POC just stands for point of control. You can put it high volume node, POI, whatever. Resistance support. Okay, we're at that and technically rejected off it to the T. So no bear divs. That's another thing I would look for when you get in these scalps. You just got to go down the fractal and just try to find a time frame where you could find some weakness. You look for market structure flips as well, but as you can see, that's not like incredibly reliable in the 1 minute. So your entries aren't perfect, right? Because you have fake outs and it just takes a while. As you can see right here is a break of structure just for it to turn around and break again. That's why I wouldn't use those market structure flips on the lower fractal. But what you can use those market structure flips for is, the market structure is for trailing your stop loss. So I recommend that. All right, there's nothing else to be said about this. Trade is in, the setup is there. We have gone through the trade. We have our targets. We followed all our patterns and reasons on why. So we've done our job correctly. If it plays out, awesome. If it doesn't, we still did a good job. So thanks for watching. God bless. Manage your risk accordingly.